Now, let us begin with exercise 5.1. Exercise 5.1, question number 1 is find the complement of each of the following, in which the first is 20 degree. Now 20 degree is given, we have to find out the complementary angle of this. As we know that the sum of complementary angle is equal to 90 degree. So complement of 20 degree is equal to, complement of 20 degree is equal to 90 degree minus 20 degree, which is equal to 70 degree. So whenever we need to find out the complement or complementary angles of the angle given, we just need to subtract it by 90 degree. For example, if 20 degree is given, we have to find out the complement of 20 degree, it is 90 degree minus 20 degree, which is equal to 70 degree. Now, question number 2 is find the supplement of each of the following angle, and in that first one is 105 degree. Now we have to find out the supplement of 105 degree is equal to supplement. We know that the sum of supplementary angle is equal to 180 degree, and so the supplement of 105 degree is 180 degree minus 105 degree, which is equal to 75 degree. So the supplement of 105 degree is 75 degree. Whenever we have to find out the supplementary angle or supplement of any angle, we just need to subtract it from 180 degree. Now let us see question number 3. Question number 3 is identify which of the following pair of angles are complementary and which are supplementary. In that the first one, it is given that 65 degree and 115 degree. 65 degree and 115 degree, we need to find out that whether these angles are complementary angle or it's are supplementary angle. So if we add it, it will become 65 degree plus 115 degree, it will be 180 degree. So we can say that this pair is supplementary angles. 65 and 115 is supplementary angle. And that second one is 63 degree and 27 degree. Again, if we add it, it will become 63 degree plus 27 degree, and it will become 90 degree. So if we add this, it will be 90 degree, and we know that the sum of two angles is 90 degree. It will be complementary angle. So here the first one is supplementary angle, while the second one is complementary angles. Now, question number 4 is find the angle which is equal to its complement. We have to find the angle which is equal to its complement. Means we have to find the angle, both the angles are equal and the sum of both the angles is complement, that is 90 degree. So we can say that let the angle be x. Now according to the question, x plus x is equal to 90 degree, as it is given that find the sum of the angle of the complement of the angle. Now x plus x is equal to 2x is equal to 90 degree. X is equal to 90 degree upon 2 So the x is equal to 45 degree. So the angle which is equal to its complement is 45 degree. Again, question number 5 is same as question number 4. Here we have to just find the angle which is equal to its supplement. In question number 4, we have find the angle which is equal to its complement. Now again in question number 5, we have to find the angle which is equal to its supplement. The same way, let the angle be x. Let the angle be x. Now we can say that x plus x is equal to 180 degree, as we have to find the angle which is equal to its complement, supplement. So we can say that 2x is equal to 180 degree, x is equal to 180 degree upon 2. So the x is equal to 90 degree. So 90 degree is the angle which is equal to its supplement. Now, question number 6 is, in the given figure, angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles. Here question number 6, one figure is given. In that, it is angle 1, here it is angle 2. That is given that they are supplementary angle. It means angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to, if they are supplementary angle, it means angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Now we have to see that if angle 1 is decreased, what change would take place in angle 2 so that the both angle will remain supplementary. Now we have to see that if angle 1 is decreased, if it is decreased, or if angle 1 is decreased, then what change we will get in angle 2? Definitely, if angle 1 is decreased, the angle 2 should increase, that it should be remain supplementary only. If we are going to decrease angle 1, then here we have to increase angle 2 so that it will remain supplementary. So the answer of this is, if angle 1 is decreased, then angle 2 will increase. If angle 1 is decreased, then angle 2 will increase. Then and then only it will remain supplementary. Now, question number 7 is, can two angles be supplementary if both of them are, first one is acute angle. We have to find out that if both the angles are acute, then whether they are supplementary or not. We know that the acute angles means the angle which is less than 90 degree. It means if we say 75 degree, it is acute angle. If we say 80 degree, it is acute angle. Now we have to find out that whether if both the angles are acute, they are supplementary or not. So if we add it, it will become 155 degree, which is less than 180 degree. It means that if two angles are acute, then they should never be supplementary. So we will write here, no, it is not possible if both the angles are acute angles, then it will not be supplementary. Second is obtuse. If both the angles are obtuse, now we know that the obtuse angle means the angle whose measure is more than 90 degrees, then it will be obtuse. It means suppose 100 degree. Second is, suppose we can say 110 degree. So if we add it, it will become 210 degree. Again it is not 180 and more than 180. So we can say that if two angles are obtuse angle, then be supplementary. So no, it is not possible for supplementary angle if both the angles are acute. And the third one is right angle. Now again, the definition of right angle is the angle whose measure is exactly 90 degree. If two angles are right angle, 90 plus 90 is 180 degrees. Yes, it can be supplementary. So we can write yes, it will be supplementary. If both the angles are right angle, then they are supplementary angles. Now let us see question number 8. An angle is greater than 45 if its complementary angles is greater than 45 or equal to 45 or less than 45. Here it is given that one of the angle is greater than 45 and we have to find out its complementary angle, other angle which is its complementary angle. Let us try to understand it by this figure. This is right angle, it means it is 90 degree. If we make one of the angle which is greater than 45, suppose it is 60 degree, then definitely the other angle is less than 45, which is 30 degree or something. So we can say that if one of the angle is greater than 45, its complementary angle is always less than 45. If one of the angle is greater than 45 degree, then its complementary angle is always less than 45 degree. If one of the angle is greater than 45 degree, then its complementary angle is always less than 45 degree. Let us see question number 9 in the adjoining figure. Here in question number 9, one figure is given. Here is question number 9. This type of one figure is given. AD, line AB is intersecting line CD and OE is one of the ray. Here name of the angle is given. Here angle 1, angle 2, this is angle 3, this is angle 4 and this whole is angle 5. Now some questions are given. We have to find out that is angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Question number 1 is angle 1, that is angle AOB, is adjacent to angle 2, that is angle COE. If we see carefully, we find that angle ray OC is common arm between angle 1 and angle 2 and O is common vertex also. So we can say that yes, angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. These both angles are adjacent to each other as it has OC as a common arm and O as a common vertex. Question number 2 is angle AOC is adjacent to angle AOE. We have to find out that angle AOC is adjacent to angle AOE. Is angle AOC adjacent to angle AOE? This angle AOC is adjacent to angle AOE. Now they are not adjacent as there is no common arm between them. So we will write no. The next question is, do angle COE and EOD do angle COD and EOD do angle COE, that is angle COE and angle EOD are form a linear pair. Angle COE and angle EOD, yet they form a linear pair as it is a straight angle. It means this plus this is 180 degree and they have one common arm between them, and the opposite rays and second rays are opposite to each other. So we can say that yes, they form linear pair. Angle COE and angle EOD, with this angle and this whole angle, they form a linear pair. Now question number 4 is, are angle BOD, that is angle BOD, this angle and angle DOA with this angle, they are supplementary. We know that these two angles are also linear pair. Angle BOD and angle DOA, they are also linear pair. So the sum of two angles is 180 degree. So yes, they are linear pair. Question number 5 is angle 1 is vertically opposite angle to angle 4? This angle 1 is vertically opposite, yes, because these two lines are intersecting each other and these are the opposite angles of these two. So we can say that angle 1 is vertically opposite angle to angle 4. Now the last one is, what is the vertically opposite angle of angle pi? Angle pi, this is angle pi. We have to find out the vertically opposite angle of angle pi. Then it will be angle 2 plus angle 3. The vertically opposite angle of angle pi will be angle 2 and angle 3. So the vertically opposite angle is angle 2 plus angle 3. Now let us see question number 10. Indicate which pair of the angles are. Here again one figure is given. Here one figure is given and now we have to find out, first we have to find out vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. Which are the vertically opposite angles? If we see the figure, we will find that angle 1 and in that first one is angle 1 and angle 4. These are the vertically opposite angles. Then second one, angle 5 is vertically opposite angle 2 and angle 3. Angle 1 and angle 4, these both are vertically opposite angles. Angle 5 is vertically opposite angle 2 and angle 3. That is angle 5 is vertically opposite angle 2 plus angle 3. You can write angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 1 and angle 5 and angle 2 plus angle 3. Second one is linear pair. We have to find out linear pair from this. So if we see the linear pair, the first one we will get is angle 1 and angle 5, angle 1 and angle 5. Second one is we can see angle 4 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 5. These are the two linear pair of this figure. Angle 1 and angle 5 because they had one common arm, one common vertex, and the other rays are opposite to each other. Same way, angle 5 and angle 4, one common arm, one common vertex, and the others are opposite to each other. Now, let us see question number 11. In question number 11 also, in the following figure, one figure is given. Is angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Now we have to see, we know that the adjacent angles are the angles which have common arm and common vertex. So here angle 1 and angle 2 has common arm, but it does not have common vertex. So we can say that no, angle 1 is not adjacent to angle 2 because they don't have common vertex. We know that for adjacent angle they should have common arm also and common vertex also. In this figure we will find that angle 1 and angle 2 has common arm. This arm is common between them, but there is no common vertex, and so we can say that angle 1 is not adjacent to angle 2. Now, in question number 12, find the value of x, y and z in each of the following. We have to find out the value of x, y and z from this figure. Now, if we see the figure, we will find that this angle x is equal to 55 as these both angles are vertically opposite angles. So we can say that x is equal to 55 because we have to write reason also, they are vertically opposite angles, Now, if we say that this and this angle x and angle y, if we see it properly, we will find one common arm between them and the other arms are opposite to each other and they also have one common vertex. So we can say that x plus y is equal to 180 degree as they are linear pair. So we know the value of x is equal to 55 degree plus y is equal to 180 degree. So y is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree minus 55 degree implies that y is equal to 125 degree. Now once we get the y, we know that y and z both are vertically opposite angles, and we also know that vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. So here we can write that z is equal to y as they are vertically opposite angles. So we can say that z is equal to 125. So now we got all. So x is equal to 55 degree, y is equal to 125 degree and z is equal to 125 degree. We get all x, y and z. X we get by vertically opposite angle, and we know that vertically opposite angles are always equal. So x is equal to 55 degree. X and y both are linear pair, and linear pair, the sum of two linear pair is always 180 degree. So by this method we get y is equal to 125. Again, y and z both are vertically opposite angle, and so z is also equal to 125. In that question number 2, same way you have to do at your home. Question number 13 is fill in the blank, which you can do yourself. Let us do question number 14. Here one figure is given. E A B C D. Now one question is given like this, one figure is given. In that the first question we have to find out obtuse vertically opposite angle. We have to find out the opposite angle which are obtuse and vertically opposite angle also, and which are obtuse also. Here it is O. So we can say that if we see angle AOB and angle BOC, then they are vertically opposite angle also, and they are obtuse also. So the first is angle AOD and angle BOC. Angle AOD, that is angle AOD is this angle, and angle BOC, they are vertically opposite angle also, and they are obtuse also. Obtuse means more than 90 degree. Now second is adjacent complementary angle. Now we have to find out in such a way that it should be adjacent also and it should be complementary also. So if we see angle BOA and angle AOE, they both are adjacent also and they both are complementary also. So that will be angle AOB and angle AOE. As these both are complementary, and if we add this, it will be 90 degree. As it is right angle, so angle AOB and angle AOE. Question number 3 is unequal supplementary angle. Unequal supplementary angle means it is not supplementary. We can say that angle BOA and angle AOB, they both are unequal also, and they both are not supplementary. Sorry, third one is equal supplementary angle. So equal supplementary angle is BOE and DOE. These both are supplementary also, and these both are equal also. Angle BOE and angle BOE. So angle, you can write angle BOE and angle DOE. Question number 4 is here unequal supplementary angle. That you can write here angle AOE and angle EOC. And the fifth one is adjacent angle that do not form linear pair. We have to find out the adjacent angle also, and we have to find out that they do not form linear pair. If you see these two angles, they are adjacent also, but they are not forming linear pair. In the same way, if you see these two angles, they are adjacent also, but they are not forming linear pair. So it would be angle AOB angle AOB, this angle and this angle, they both are adjacent but not forming linear pair. In the same way, angle AOE, this angle and this angle, they both are adjacent but not forming linear pair. This angle and this angle, angle EOD and angle BOC, they are also adjacent but not forming linear pair. Now your homework is the remaining sum. First you have to write down the definition of all the pairs of angle, that is complementary angle, supplementary angle, adjacent angle, linear pair and vertically opposite angle, and then you have to complete your exercise 5.1 in your notebook. Thank you.